Hey folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. Earlier on, you hopefully will have seen James and myself talking about boxing. And one of the things that I said is that particularly since I went on vacation, but just generally over winter, that I gained weight. And that now I am, let's say 215. To be, imagine that I boiled myself down to 215. A little bit more, actually. Anyhow, we'll say 215 for argument's sake. And I would like to be back to 195. Ideally, 190. That would be sweet. And so I thought, well, I'm going to eat less hand to face, particularly in front of the TV. That's my big weakness. I don't drink, so I don't have booze to quit and stuff like that. But I do have a sweet tooth. I like eating. Actually. But anyways, I certainly have a sweet tooth. And I thought I would cut that out. And I would increase my steps every day. Bear in mind, of course, I'm not a young man. I'm in my mid-60s, so there's certain things I'm not going to be lacing up the runners and, running up to the highway and back and stuff like that, which even 10 years ago was highly doable. But I'm not going to be likely doing that. I'm just going to increase my steps, watch what I eat, and do a little bit of weights downstairs as unfinished basement. I've got some weights down there. So a bit of what we might call, in the old days, an executive workout. What I plan to do is every Sunday after James and myself have had our chat, I'll upload a quick video telling you, the viewers, where my fat loss campaign is at. And I'll be honest, if I've not had a good week and it's become a fat growth, I'll tell you. But I'm hopeful that if I do this, it will achieve certain goals. Goal number one, it'll help me be accountable to somebody, even though we don't know each other, we've not met, right? Those of you who watch the channel, there's going to be a group who probably will sort of, follow along. I'll feel accountable. Secondly, there may be people watching the channel who are in the same boat as me, carrying a little bit of extra lumber, relaxed muscle, comfortable, whatever we want to call it, who may decide, hey, listen, let's, I'm going to give it a go as well, right? It won't hurt. As older men, we probably ought not to be carrying too much weight. And so if we can all collectively lose a few lbs, hey, this would be a good thing, right? I don't know really what the demographic is that watches this channel, but I suspect a fair few are comfortably middle-aged or older, maybe in the same boat. So those two things, me being accountable will stop me from sitting in front of the TV in the evening and, doing this, right? And maybe it'll be a little bit of a public service. Maybe other people will say, yeah, you know what, if he can do it, well, why don't we do it as well? So it'll just be once a week on a Sunday after me and James have talked. I'll upload it. It probably will not be long. It's short. It won't be that much to say, And I'm not going to be posing, body shots and all that sort of jazz. But I'll tell you what the weight is and what I did, how many steps I averaged a day, whether I worked out or not, roughly what I ate, and more to the point, what I didn't eat. And I'll do that for as long as, well, ideally, it won't be too long because the weight will just fall off me and I will be like a svelte greyhound. Maybe not. Anyhow, it's something I'm going to do. And if it's not to your taste, you just forget it. and watch the boxing stuff, because this is the only one that's not going to be boxing related. But it's going to be health related, right? Fitness related. So bear with me. Thanks so much. Let's see where this little journey takes us. Cheers.